Okay, so this will be the build for the front door tweeter pods. Okay, so I've already made the spaces. They're pretty much the same as the back door ones, except instead of 16mm for this bit, it's just 12 and 12. I want the speaker to sit like that, as you can see. It's just a slight tilt, and the magnet still sits, in this hole, in the original hole masked up. So that circle there is pretty much where I don't want a fiberglass. Okay, just rough. All I did was draw it on the back, and then the colour came through, went over it here. But yeah, so that's just roughly where I don't want anything. This is all hollow here, so I just want the main fiberglass obviously around the edges, all here, and just around this bit and whatever. So there's my line pretty much just coming down there. Cut up enough fiberglass, as you can see, for 2 layers for each one. I will do it separately. I'll just cut it up. It looks like that. So anyway, time to make the resin and do it. And I also got a mask too. Anyway, so that's them both done. Probably sound a little weird, but anyway. I got a much better finish this time, like pretty uniform finish. As you can see, it's pretty flat. It's at least 2 layers. It might even be like 3 and 4 in some bits where it crosses over. So it should be pretty thick. As you got the middle, just about dry. There's a few little bits that are still wet, but like they're just moist feeling. But otherwise they're just about dry. So all I'm going to do is cut them. See where it curves over. I'm going to cut them right on the line. Well, probably a little bit back. I don't want them to curve at all. Just want them to be flat. Here's the only bit where I'd probably curve a little bit, but again, I want to keep it inside the lines. Now we've got to get them off. I have seen people get them off when they're still like slightly wet, but I guess it depends if it's on the shape. So this one doesn't really matter because it just comes off pretty quick and easy. As you can see, there's them. Just those pieces. I've still got to cut the hole out, but I've got to take the tape off first so I can trace it back properly. That's how I want them to look, so that from the door, as you can see, it looks up. The speaker is pointing towards the driver. I've got a 3cm rise on both of those, and they're both cut on 15-degree angles, like these little things. They're all 15-degree angle cuts. It's about as close as I'll be able to get them. Obviously, each piece is an individual. The rings are the same, but each of these fiberglass bits are slightly different by a few millimeters, so. But no, that's about good. They got the same kind of tilt on them and everything, same angle, same little bits, so. Okay, that's them made, and I've just put that plastic piece just taped onto the door. Okay, and you get the idea of how it looks. Okay, well, day 2. After a little bit more sanding, just a few little areas that I knew were going to have trouble once I made it. Because I had them in the car, I tested where it was tight, so I've just sanded those bits down a little bit, and otherwise it's pretty good and ready to be wrapped in fleece. Same with its friend over there. There we have the first one fleeced, so I think it looks pretty good. So you get the idea. I was thinking of bringing it to here when I originally made them, but just thought it'd probably be easier. The first pod, so I'm just finished filming it, okay, which is, it's still as is, yeah, it looks pretty good, but I just finished filming that. Anyway, I looked down at my hot glue gun, which is this one, which I've had probably 5 or 6 years, and probably can't tell now. Anyway, I looked down at it, and a fucking cloud of smoke comes flying, like black smoke comes out of it, and it just goes and burns. It just, the whole thing fucking caught on fire type of thing, and fried itself, so I had to go out and get a new one. Whole $9. Okay, now I'm happy with that. They look better than the tweeter pods did. Tweeter pods had a few similar, things that weren't similar. These things, once you make all the fur go the same way, very straight. Very straight and very, almost identical. Mix some resin. Used about a litre now out of this one and the last one. I got my mask on. So got them here in the sun. Everything's fine. Well, might do something. That'll work a bit better. kind of traps the heat in there, makes a little oven. So the resin's dry, as you can see, and I've stuffed fiberglass in all the bits I can actually get to. So in there, as you can see it, radio, all the way around, in both of them. So now I'm just going to mix up some more resin, probably only make 100ml, and put the just all everywhere I can. It's pretty much like that whole bit, and it's just obviously this side here. It's just on the inside there, as you can see it. You can tell that the extra stuff's in there. It's pretty solid, like it's a deeper sound. Anyway, so I'm going to cut the holes out of them now. Both holes cut out. Yeah, they're pretty good. I'm not going to sand them now. I'll do the kitty hair body fill and all that before I bother sanding all this, but it's good enough to fit them in. Well, I got that out of the way. Kitty hair. Spread a lot easier on these bigger ones. It was a little bit harder on the small ones. This it doesn't really spread. The other stuff's like icing. This stuff you have to really kind of push on because it's thick. That's dry. I left the other one outside, but anyway, this one's dry. So just going to sand it down, make it roughly smooth. You know, just a bit of a smooth over for that. Then we're going to body fill it. Now, I've been using this body filler, whatever, 500 gram, 3. I think that cost me about $15, maybe $18. How much do you reckon this was? 2 litres for $15. 2 litres of body filler for the same price as I paid 500 gram. So that's pretty much what they're going to look like. And I'm just going to put some body filler on them. Okay, so that one's pretty much, well, it's done for now. Got them both done. While the things are drying now, I've got to mount a crossover somewhere. Now, tweeters wires coming down from in here. I don't even know what that thing's for, but it comes down from in here. But this door is a really, as you can see, it's really flat. So it's good for some things, but hiding crossovers, I think not. There was nowhere except for right there. Right in the speaker pod, I can put it in there. The magnet's probably a good inch, 4 centimeters over his end. I've got a wire coming up here which will go to the tweeter. Obviously I've got to cut it shorter. Both sanded to a really good amount now. So they're both pretty good. You can see a few little dents there. They're the things that I'll fix another time when when I'm going to vinyl wrap them before. I'll fill just a few little marks, but actually that one's probably a little bit smoother. I haven't taken as much off this one, so I'm probably just going to take a bit off there and I'll fix that up. But no, they're pretty close. They're like 90% sanded. Well, 90% ready. I've got these rings cleaned out and everything, looking good. So I've got these in now and wired up. Just use some of those things. The tapes just to tell me what colour they are. So now they're to the stage where they could be painted. They're really close. Almost perfectly smooth and everything. So I'm going to make up a little bit more putty now. And as you can see, just little lines. All that feels perfect. There's just a little dent there, and there's a few other little dents on a few of them. That kind of dent, where it's just a different height difference. Brown froggy there. And 2 more frogs there. And there's one there. Middle of the day. Little interruption, maybe another day behind. So now they won't be finished till Friday, but we have a workbench, look at that. It's got some shitty vise, came with some shitty saw, which I'm going to get rid of and put my one on. But, and it came with this giant shelving. There we go, not working on the ground anymore. So, right, I've got my saw there. Sander, pods, just about done. Like as far as I just got to sand that one down a bit, but that was just about done. So I have got these almost perfect. I mean, almost to the stage where they could be painted. So what I'm going to do is once I got them sanded, once I'm happy with my sanding of that and a bit of hand sanding, I'm going to put a primer over them tomorrow. Just have one quick look. Once I've got just a one coat of primer, and if I'm happy with it, then I'm gonna go ahead sand that back to kind of a matte finish, and then go ahead with the vinyl wrapping. Almost good enough to paint. They're probably almost as good as the other tweeter ones were. A few little pit looking things in it, which don't matter for vinyl wrapping, but for this, for painting their wood. Yeah, the paint was a good idea. There's a few little bits I smoothed out once I had the paint on them, and well, that's it. They're ready to be vinyl wrapped. Sprayed contact adhesive on both of them. They're just getting untacky, you know what I mean? Just getting to the stage where I'm going to put it on. Got my heat gun just in case, but this is going to be hard, eh? Oh my god, that was so hard. An hour. That took me like an hour, literally. Okay. But anyway, it looks pretty perfect, except for there. Which, I mean, it's still smooth, it's just, it's got that wrinkled. But the thing is, on the door, let me just show you. Okay. It looks perfect, okay, except for the inside of the door, which, I mean, it's still, you know, wrapped and everything, it's just a wrinkled look. You won't even see it, I'll guarantee it. Okay, so only like half an hour's work for that one, and same problem again, just some wrinkles on this side a bit. I'll get that on, have a quick listen with some Peter G. Campbell copyright-free music. Realise, you know, 5 days of work here, maybe probably 4 days. I had a few interruptions that had nothing to do with this, but just a few things, so, you know, we'll call it 4 days work, but, yeah, no, they look pretty good. I think they look almost shop quality. Here we have it, people. Finished. Speaker pod, tweeter, speaker, and, well, tweeter and speaker. All done. Looking great. All I gotta do is wipe it over. There's a bit of dust on it, but, you know what I mean. So, play a quick bit of Peter G. Campbell. I'm telling you, they sound great. It brings the whole system to life, and I just want to tell you, the 4-channel amp, I will be taking these back out in about maybe a week or two, just depending on how long. I have ordered the 4-channel amp yesterday. So there's a 4-channel amp on order, and 150 feet of wire as well. No subs, I got like a minus 30. God, this shit's terrible. As I said, I'm getting an amp. They're not getting much power, and this music's terrible. So, yeah, it doesn't. This doesn't give it justice at all. Yeah. Anyway, well that's it, guys. I'm about to go for a drive to listen to probably some real songs, and there'll be more coming. As I said. Amp coming soon, 4-channel, and it's good. So all I'm going to say is it's stable at 1 ohm per channel. 1 ohm stable, 4-channel. That's like wiring at 0.25 ohm. Yep, well that's them done, and I'm done, and I'm off for a drive.